Forklift operator is one of the most wanted job in Canada. Like, everybody need a forklift operator. If you're a forklift operator watching me and you're in Canada, you know you can decide to leave where you're working now and you will get another offer before the end of the week. My name is Taiwo, an immigrant here in Canada, and today I'll give you some I'm here to convince you, if you are in Canada and you're looking for something to do, maybe someone advise you go for forklift and you're just watching my video. I'm here to convince you that go choose a forklift, like go for that training. See, forklift training is very, very cheap. They are very cheap. At least you can get it from $200 to at worst maybe $400. Any school that is charging you $400 is maybe all those high-end university. You can even on Kijiji you see a private tutor for less than $150, maybe $150. And forklift is something you can learn within days. If you're a slow learner, you should be able to learn forklift in 3 days. That is the worst. So, and that is just it. So, forklift is a career. You can use it as a stepping stone to where you're going. So now, if maybe you're looking for job and none is available now, and you are now thinking of, okay, can I go for forklift? Go for forklift. See, with that training, maybe $200 spent on training, $300 spent on training, at least you will find a job offer of 20, 25, 30, 35. I know a forklift operator here in Fort Mac that I am earning 45. So in Syncrude, in Sonko, in Aurora, and there's work-life balance. I don't know, depending on who employed you. So now, especially the worst company that pays low, that pays forklift operator low, the worst business that will pay you the minimum pay, like the business that will pay you lower, is retail store. Most retail store doesn't like to pay people that much, and most of their forklift operator earn 20 and above. Let's say 20, 21, 22, 23 to 25, depending on the retail store, which is still okay. At least it's you go from jobless to having something, and it's an easy job. It's kind of stressful. I do it. I know it. I'm not talking from here, just saying something I read somewhere. So like, I drive it from the warehouse forklift, the Toyota, to the diesel forklift, to the construction forklift, to telehandler. I drive it. I know it. So I'm saying it based on what I know, not what I'm reading somewhere. So like, it's a career whereby you'll be able to feed your family. It's not anyhow job, and from there you can move, you can increase yourself. Okay, from forklift you can just go for a crane operator, all those other. You can go for a truck driver, you can go for a dump truck driver. You can decide to channel to other bigger career. You can go for a loader. Loader, you just be somewhere in a site digging sand, and that's it. So now it's a career whereby I will advise someone, if you're currently in Canada and you're jobless, there's no job coming, instead of just sitting at home doing nothing, go for it. You have your certification in few days, you have something to show off, and there are companies out there looking for you. There are just few forklift operators around. If you can only drive warehouse forklift, you're good. If you can drive the diesel one, you're good. The 4-wheel, the 2-wheel drive, you're good. I always say something like, if you can drive the small one, you can drive the big one. The only difference is just the bigger one has a gear and the small warehouse doesn't have one. So it's just to learn how to drive the gear, how to operate the gear, and note that big one is big. So any single mistake and all that. So now, but if you can operate the small one, you can operate the big one within just few practice. It's not something that hard. And this is my quote: the bigger the machine, the easier to operate. In Canada here, the bigger the machine, the easier to operate. It is if a machine is big, it is always very, very easy to operate. I drive so many bigger machines, and I know that the bigger one, the bigger, the easier. So go for it, and this will be the end of my video. If you have any comment, please drop it below and I will reply you. So take care, and we'll meet at the top. Thank you.